Welcome back to Brightside. It's 6:13 and Hurricane Preparedness Week right here on Brightside.
You may be remembering the last hurricane season, how you handled it personally. Well, emergency management teams are doing the same thing. Katya Miller with Hillsborough Office of Emergency Management says storms are always a reminder to pay attention to the warnings out there. Also, Tampa Bay has seen growth. You know that all too well. The population has boomed, so a lot of the terminology may be new to folks.
Something that we did see with Ian is the folks that did evacuate, because we did call for evacuation orders during Ian, the numbers were not as high as we had expected. And so we're looking at why was that? When communicating with the public, can we utilize more visuals and examples of what do we mean when we tell somebody that we're expecting 18-foot storm surge? What does that damage look like? So we want people to have realistic expectations and understand why we provide them the orders that we do when necessary.
So we'll talk about what you need in that kit, but Bobby, the big question, we talk about terminology, what is storm surge?
So storm surge is literally the ocean, or in our case, the Gulf of Mexico, coming up onto land into potentially your house, right? We know flooding with rain comes down out of the sky, it fills up. This is not that. This is the wind of the hurricane physically blowing that water up onto the beach. It can go, well, in the case of Fort Myers, 15, 25 feet. And the wind's blowing 100 some miles per hour on top of that. So you've got 10, 15-foot waves on top of that as well, too. That is the most devastating part of the hurricane. It tends to kill more people than anything else. Water in hurricanes does. So surge, that's why we say run from the water. Get out of the way. Evacuate. Hide from the wind. This thing's 300 miles wide. We're all going to get some wind. We all don't need to be on the road evacuating because of that wind, right? But we do need to evacuate the water.
Right.
So that's the plan. Hopefully, we won't have to deal with it. But that's something that you need to know if you're new to the area and you live in a zone that is near the coast. You're going to have that.
Yeah,
Great
know your
advice.
evacuation zone ahead of time.